The American Library Association, ALA, has reported a surge in book bannings and attempted bans, with the trend now impacting both school-based and public library books, news.com has learned. According to the ALA, there have been 695 challenges to library materials and services in the first 8 months of 2023, compared to 681 in the same period last year. Additionally, there has been a 20% increase in the number of unique titles involved, reaching a total of 1,915. According to the Associated Press, the ALA announced on Wednesday, September 20th, that reports of bans have been almost evenly distributed between schools and libraries open to the general public for the first time. Deborah Caldwell-Stone, director of the ALA's Office for Intellectual Freedom, highlighted the irony of the situation, stating, "The irony is that you had some censors who said that those who didn't want books pulled from schools could just go to the public libraries." The ALA defines a challenge as a formal, written complaint filed with a library or school requesting that materials be removed because of content or appropriateness. In 2019, the association recorded only 377 challenges involving 566 titles, while the numbers fell during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 due to library closures. However, the numbers have since risen to record highs, making 2023 the association's most challenging year for compiling data. The ALA considers its numbers to be snapshots as they are based on media accounts and reports submitted by librarians, with many incidents left unrecorded. This year's challenges have followed a trend from the past 2 years, with an increasing number of complaints being directed against multiple titles. The ALA recorded complaints about 100 or more works in 11 states, compared to 6 states last year and none in 2021. Conservative organizations like Moms for Liberty have been at the forefront of nationwide banning efforts and have called for more parental control over books available to children. Deborah Caldwell-Stone explained the shift in challenges, stating, "There used to be a roughly 1-to-1 ratio, where a parent would complain about an individual book, like in the days when many were objecting to Harry Potter. Now you have people turning up at meetings and asking that 100 titles be removed." The ALA released the data ahead of its annual Banned Books Week, which will take place from October 1st to 7th. During this week, libraries across the country highlight challenged works. In a previous announcement, the association identified the top 10 most objected books of 2022, many of which featured racial and/or LGBTQ themes. Topping the list was Maya Kobabe's Genderqueer, followed by George Johnson's All Boys Aren't Blue and Nobel laureate Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. The attacks against educators and librarians have continued throughout 2023. At Chapin High School in South Carolina, students alleged feeling ashamed to be Caucasian after a teacher assigned Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me, a book that won the National Book Award in 2015 and addresses police violence against black people. As a result, the school removed the book from the syllabus. In Fort Royal, Virginia, the County Board of Supervisors plans to significantly cut funding for the Samuels Public Library in response to conservative complaints about books featuring gay, lesbian, and transgender characters. In Iowa, Governor Kim Reynolds signed a bill into law calling for the removal of books from school libraries that depict sex acts. Even the ALA has not been immune to attacks, as some communities, including Campbell County in Wyoming and a local library in Midland, Texas, have withdrawn their membership due to the association's opposition to book bannings. In Missouri, officials announced that the state would be leaving the ALA, coinciding with recent laws that limit young people's access to books deemed inappropriate for their age. Deborah Caldwell-Stone believes that this trend will continue as long as these groups continue to target entire categories of books. In recent news, news.com reported a teacher in Texas was recently fired for assigning an illustrated adaptation of Anne Frank's diary to her middle school class. The 8th grade school teacher was let go by officials with the Hampshire Fannett Independent School District, who deemed the book inappropriate for students.